A. The deep hypnotic sleep that is so sound that the patients are totally oblivious of everything that occurs therein. B. The ordinary hypnotic sleep that seems like a dream on coming into natural wakefulness, and which permits many of the things said and done to be recalled as though from a dream. C. The natural sleep, in which suggestions may be made and acted upon after coming into natural wakefulness. D. Hypnotic wakefulness, which occurs during the period of control in which the person is made to wake up and obey a large variety of commands and suggestions. Now this is very common. E is natural wakefulness, which follows natural sleep, and hypnotic wakefulness. The first condition is called somnambulistic because the subject is in the state of mind and body that is found in those who awake from a sound sleep into a similar condition. So this first condition is somnambulistic. Somnambulistic. Okay. Now this goes on to number 3, or it has a 3 labeled here. What was number 1 and 2? Number 1 was the first report is made by the physician. Oh, okay, so they're going into different proofs of the other mind in hypnosis, and this is number 3. Having made clear the different kinds of mental activity and inactivity, we will now present other cases that are reported by men of science and practice along these lines. C. Lloyd Tuckey, M.D., said, I once hypnotized Mrs. S. and told her that her favorite cat, a tabby, had a black tail, and that it would continue so for 3 days. On awaking, she no sooner saw the animal than she described the change which she had noticed and had come over it. And she expressed a fear that was ill. When at the end of 3 days it assumed its natural color to her eyes, she expressed her relief at seeing it recovered. Now, I suggest to you that a lot of these people that are able to be hypnotized do not have possession of their own minds, because I cannot really see being able to just hypnotize somebody and say your cat's tail is black and have them believe it. Now, I didn't write this book. I wasn't there during the time. I'm just reporting essentially what is in the book. I'm also a believer that we can achieve hypnotic states. The degree of those hypnotic states, I don't know what the degree of those hypnotic states are, but I am a believer that we can achieve those hypnotic states. And I would like anybody out there that has information or proof or a story to tell to reach out to me, please. You can find us on www.facebook.com/ethertruth. That's AETHER truth. AETHER space.com. www.facebook.com/etherspace. AETHERSPACE. So join us on our Facebook group. So the third is said that had the tabby, the cat's tail was black. Now the fourth is from Dr. Lebal, the French physician of international fame in this line, and one of the most respected and revered physicians, said that one of his patients, while in a hypnotic sleep, was told that on a certain day, in 2 months' time, at 10 a.m., he would come to Lebault's consulting room and would there see the President of the Republic and would make a profound obeisance. He was then awakened into a natural state of mind. He was not under hypnotic influence when the 2 months expired, but in his ordinary condition of mind. Promptly, at the time appointed, without any further reference to the matter, he appeared at the place stated, and made a deep bow to the bookcase which he seemed to regard as the President. This case is also quoted by Binet and Fair page 245 in their work. So in this case, we have somebody that was hypnotized for down the road. Very interesting. Number 5, Bunis, a high authority, and you can look these names up. I don't know, Dr. Lebeau, the French physician. Now, he was apparently of international fame, so he should be on here, right? So I guess I can look him up. Liebeault. And sure enough, there's a pre-filled choice called Lebeault Hypnosis. So I'm just going to click that on Bing here. And it says he was considered the father of modern hypnotherapy. So this book references the father of modern hypnotherapy. He completed his medical degree in the University of Strasbourg in 1850 at the age of 26. So there you go. He died in 1904. A French physician and hypnotist. All right, we're going to move on to number 5. Bunis, Beaunis, a high authority of recognized standing among the medical profession. I gotta look it up, guys. I'm serious. Bunis. Bunis. I'm not really finding anything. Oh, Henry Etienne Bunis, August of 1830 to July of 1921, was a French physiologist and psychologist. He defended the thesis of Nancy School in the field of hypnosis. He is known for his works on anatomy, physiology, psychology, and hypnosis, and he defended the thesis of the Nancy School in the field of hypnosis. So the Nancy School must have done a thesis, and he defended it. Interesting. All right. So he was a high authority of recognized standing among the medical profession. He told of the case of a young woman to whom he made the statement in 1 July that on the following New Year's Day she would enter her room and would hear him bid her good morning. On the following 1st of January, she wrote to Dr. Bunis saying that she could not understand how it was that he had entered her room that morning, had greeted her, and then had walked out immediately. He had on the same clothes that he had worn last July. At the time of the supposed call, he was a long distance from her and could not possibly have been in the same city. All right, so I just read that and I don't even know what I read, so I have to reread that. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you can rewind it if you need to read it again. Number 6, Dr. Bramwell cited the following remarkable case which he vouched for as absolutely true and occurring in his practice. This is Bramwell, Bramwell. And he cited the following case. A young woman was put into a hypnotic sleep, and while in that state, he told her that at the expiration of 12,500 minutes, she was to address an envelope to him. He did not stop to figure out the day or hour when the time would lapse, and did not wish to have his mind on the time. The 12,500 minutes were to be counted from that moment when she woke up. On being awakened, she remembered nothing about the suggestion, and all that occurred was a blank to her. She went about her usual work, but did not at any time refer to the matter. As far as any conscious operation of her mind was concerned, it was as though she had never been given the suggestion. At the appointed time, she addressed the envelope to Dr. Bramwell, all the while in her natural state of wakefulness and without any semblance of hypnosis. This is but one of an unlimited number of similar cases which prove, if they show anything at all, that the mind that received the order during sound hypnotic sleep could not be the conscious mind, but that, as the other mind had been commanded to do a certain thing at a certain time, it executed the order through the conscious mind. So it's saying that this is proof. This is one, but of an unlimited number of similar cases which prove, if they show anything at all, that the mind that received the order during the sound hypnotic sleep could not be the conscious mind, but that, as the other mind had been commanded to do a certain thing at a certain time, it executed the order through the conscious mind. So it's basically saying that it's the other mind that was executing the order through the conscious mind at the given time, because the conscious mind was essentially extinguished. So that makes sense, I guess. Let's keep digging. More than 1,000 cases have been made known that involve exactly the same law of the two minds. It seems to be a settled fact that the conscious mind will obey the commands of the other mind. So it seems to be a settled fact that now if you call it the subconscious, go ahead and call it the subconscious. If you call it the other mind and you believe it's the other mind, then call it the other mind. But either way, it's a settled fact that the conscious mind will obey the commands of the other mind. And I think that we hear that a lot. On this principle may be explained the countless incidents and phenomena of life that heretofore baffled all explanation except the theory that they came from supernatural influences, and that the supernatural influence